Okay. Oof. We level 8. And no. Okay. Okay. So. Guess I'll do. Bad stuff. Fun stuff. Okay. Let's go to the market. I want a better one.
Back for more supplies. You know, I think I am. It's probably better that we live away. Anyway, I'm not sure what kind of... So much to do. So much to do.
Yeah, no one's here. Oh, there you go.
You there. You look like you know your way around... hello. I heard what happened. I see why you'd want to protect yourself.
The best.
Step right up. Please buy some...
You have a fun. That. Okay. There we go.
Mine?
Okay. We'll can still do fire spell here. It's but I can just do fire spell. Pages are very one. I mean, I've been well against the last stream. Hopefully. Hopefully. Additional. Deadly thing. Or in Skyrim, like, a lot of fish. So funny because you can't actually. He can attack you in water, but he can't attack them. Then cause like a lot issues. Especially since like you can't really patrol nearby. I remember like specific areas where that was been a hassle. Like cave north of Stall too. Got out, you can't do patrol yet. A lot of fish. That's like where you can fast travel.
I heard something.
And rough.
Nope. Nothing there. Who's there? You. Stop. Oh, no, you don't. Show me. One for you.
Alright, that feels a bit.
Coming from your right.
Okay, this
Neon Seek.
can I hit anything with my spells right now?
And rough. And rough.
There you go.
Well, that was fun.
Oh, the sink. Here. So many ways to get around them.
You take lead. Nice shot.
We make a good squad.
Stick up. Right, wait. Stuff. Worst of worst. Uh-oh. Put away there.
I don't agree with all of your adherent laws, but you're right to be suspicious of animancy. Don't tell Liviana I said that.
Interesting.
This is stupid. It's a waste of time.
Captain better find something up there. All this is for nothing.
There's nothing up there. We both know it.
Quiet, then, dude.
Ow.
And rough.
Ah. Place.
Got it! Oh, take a breather, folks. We're getting out of this alive.
Captain, we're not alone here.
Gods, what else? Hold fire. Maybe they're willing to talk.
Hey.
Please, please don't hurt us. We're just trying to get this Audra for Captain Bardado before she comes and kills us.
Good job, man. Pretty sure you promised that.
We made a mistake. Defalva's Audra is unretrievable. On the bottom of the sea, somewhere between here and the Deadfire. We acquired some luminous Audra from the Valian Trading Company, meaning to sell it to Sapiento Defalva in Paradis. My ship sank in a massive storm on the way here, and the Audra was lost. We got to shore, but that's the least of our worries.
Fired means stole.
That's a matter of perspective, isn't it? Our plan was to tell the client we couldn't get the Audra and hide out in Paradis until we knew we were out of trouble. The Valians weren't far behind us. Bardado gave us one last chance. If we could find enough Audra to replace what we lost.
Let's handle Barbara and her.
Are you serious? You do that for us?
Give us the Audra and
If that means what I think it means, I'm all for it. Better odds than we have now. We're supposed to bring the Audra to Bardado at the Usher's Hand just north of here. She's probably already there waiting for us. If you somehow make it out alive with the Audra, get it to Sapiento Defalva in Paradis. Maybe he'll do some good with it.
that looks good for me. There you go. No.
By the way, I never met that Orlan girl before in my life.
What Orlan girl?
You remember. The one in the camp in Shadow Peaks? With the thing on her head?
Oh, yeah. Nice eyes.
The armored mask. We dream of steel and charred earth and flame memory binds. Flee from her. We fear. For us. For you.
Dude, I saw by Lodwin. Talked about it?
Blazing eye. Pain through the smoke. We recall. You are not safe with her. We reach. The spines tear into us. We pull our hands away. But the old scars do not lie. We burned once. Burned. We know. A storm from the same spark. All pain cuts with the same blade. Steer clear of the scourging fire, or extinguish it. Cull or tend, the bear's blood nourishes the earth. The flame spreads toward the garden wall. Listen. Have care. Have care.
Okay. Have to.
Hold it there, Amici. We're expecting someone tonight for sure. But you're not them. You got it, pal. Though I'd put money down that you spoke to my good friend Trevik. Told you we were the baddies, did he? Trevik and his scabby newts stole Adra from the Valiant Trading Company. This is widely advised against. You see what I mean?
Follow Trini.
So I'm here in my capacity as a procurement agent, if you will.
It's name.
I bring back the Adra, or I bring back their heads.
How you doing? Reasonable traffic lost the address. See.
Cute. No, Barrister, me. But failure to sell off their stolen goods doesn't erase the fact that they were stolen in the first place.
We have the address. Bargain.
Oh, you have it with you, eh? Interesting. Let's hear your offer.
I'll pay it.
Oh, really? You think any of us has the kind of money to pay for any amount of luminous Adra? It's only found in one part of the world, and it's all controlled by one company that can set whatever price it wants. That bit of Adra you have there is worth more than Trevik's and his crew's lives combined.
Quick as that.
Oh, it is. I can offer you a few shiny coins for the Adra. You won't get a better deal anywhere else. Do I? Know what? It's not worth it. Let's knock them down and take the Adra ourselves.
Okay.
Bring me their heads!
Coming for you!
Found you!
And Rob! And Rob!
How you doing with the bear? Ooh. All right, now it's just the captain, hopefully. Another tower. Yeah. I'm not gonna say the line I don't want to my throat right now.
That it?
Here. What's he? I wasn't really gonna plan to give it away anyway. I just want to
Unseen, unheard.
the
And rock!
oh. Hey. And oh yeah.
Good fighting.
There are like some places I haven't. I mean, it's all. It's not like I've any quest left. Actually, like, inevitably go into like part of the map. Oh, you, okay.
My friend, any chance you found some luminous Adra for me?
Yeah.
Thank you. Thank you. Now my work can continue. Take this. I was saving it for a rainy day, but who knows when that will be.
That worth?
Well, there isn't much interest in alchemy. Thank you again. My one.
Okay.
When Wodika takes back her throne, all transgressions and injustices will come to light. None
Oh,
will be
it's
spared. Their due retribution.
guy.
Nobody stands above the judgment of the queen
The assassin.
that was, nor the arbiters of her justice.
Stand back.
I don't think the new owners like company.
Nice job. Here they come. Mine now. Just like the good old days.
Ah. Okay. I missed. I missed something right here. Fortunate video. Oh.
Ready? Aim.
Coming in hot.
This. they come. Okay.
And Rob.
Yeah, we're supposed to. I think we're supposed to find you a lot sooner.
That's all of them.
All right. Okay. My cork. The
No one's come to claim him.
Welcome back, Envoy.
Iron Acclaim.
Show it here.
Yeah.
I don't envy you having gone into that horrid place, but I'm thankful you did so. Well, hope you're proud of all you've done. Thanks to you.
Hey, you could have a real future here if the Envoy thing doesn't work out.
Nice work on the bounties. Just don't get a big head about it.
Do some.
dear Darren. Only see us as soil to feed their dying homeland. Why should we nourish them?
Ah.
It's the
Good work.
And raw. And raw. Let's see what you got.
That's one for us.
Oh, that coming a mile away.
Oh, bless my soul, the Adiran envoy. Isn't this a surprise? Not only to see you alive, but to have you grace my little workshop. Chandlers don't get many high ranking. Well, there was this Aothasian priest on his way to Emerald Stair. He was rather fond of my work. And the Temple of Andra can't seem to get enough of them. Burning the wick at both ends, I suppose.
Literature. You think?
With the gods on my side, if you need to keep warm, no charge, of course. The Adiran...
With all due respect, Captain, you have no jurisdiction over the Paradise.
Ah, the Emperor's envoy. I'm glad to see His Majesty is sending more Adirans to settle this untamed land. I am Alfir, a captain in the Steel Garrote under Inquisitor Ludwine.
Meet you, Captain.
The honor is mine, envoy, though I wish we could have met under more pleasant circumstances. This sergeant of the Paradise Militia refuses to discipline his people about lingering near our headquarters. A less charitable woman might suppose that their loitering is intended to aggravate us.
Be reasonable. My militia need to pass this way to go to and from the East Gate. What are they supposed to do? Walk all the way down to the market entrance just to make you feel better? No one was doing anything to Captain Alfir's soldiers. Look, none of us are professional soldiers. We're militia. We all have other jobs to get back to. Of course, we'll stop to have a drink and a laugh with our friends on our way to and from the gate. If the Steel Garrote want to look down their noses at us for our lack of discipline, that's fine. Just stop complaining that we don't take everything as seriously as you joyless lot.
See? This is what I'm talking about. Antagonism, plain and simple. Thank you, envoy. Reason prevails.
Leave it to an Adiran to complicate the simplest job for the dumbest reasons. Fine. But your ambassador will hear about this.
This.
Adra save me. These Adirans sure are demanding.
Helia, goddess of birds and some... This is where the wealthy go to be seen celebrating Helia.
In here. Suspicious. Oh, yeah, there's definitely gonna be more. I just saw this, like, oh yeah, well, of course there's so many other places. All right. What is this? These.
You feeling okay? Seems like you were having a strange dream the other night. A cup of tea might help you sleep. Unless you need a nip of something stronger.
Gonna. Oh. When I think it's actually in.
Hear me, Paradise. Did we not come here to escape the Empire? Do the Admirals come?
In fact, I think the mayor.
understand a curious spirit, but I promise that region is well mapped.
Looking for something?
You won't find any treasures that way.
I already found one.
You're back.
Oh boy. God. Interesting. Okay. It's definitely. Oh God. So let's. Again.
Well met. Feel free to partake of Woodica's favor.
Bet that was part of something once.
Welcome. Please stay.
You had me at welcome and lost.
Pray she never come to pay your
Follow me.
Then we share that in common. Totems like these. Can you Not much. Really? Painstaking.
Nice work.
I've asked for more. The burned. The others betrayed her. They cast the queen out. But it doesn't. Fuck Margaret for burning her. Fuck Arbidon for building the machines that powered Margaret's treachery. I have more patience for the two gods of death, Bereth and Rimagand. I merely tolerate Wal and Scan. And I'm profoundly uninterested in Aothis. Apologies. I suppose I have strong opinions on the gods, particularly those that cross the burned queen.
I am.
I don't know. I've been wondering that since you approached me. Your features are unique.
It's just a tree on my face.
Perhaps you'll be revealed as a godlike of the burned queen. A blessing in... Of course. Of course.
Ah. At best. F.
Careful. There's a reason this place is called Castle's Folly, and it's not because of its whimsical sense of humor.
Here. Sense. There it is. What's that? Guess you just camp and craft it.
Did that artifact get warmer, or am I imagining it?
Oh. Passage.
Are you certain? I know what I sensed. I am beyond all doubt. A source of essence? In the living lands? Impossible.
I see now. A shard of godly memory. Bear witness.
I felt the flutter of Audra. There was no mistaking it. Not a chime. Something different. And yet somehow the same. A vein separate from ours? I cannot explain it any other way. An ill wind blows through Aora if any of what you say is true. It may not be hostile. Its existence is hostile. Please. Think of the kith who live there. Always. Just beyond our reach. I assume nothing. If we cannot bring it to light.
I could roast a Balrog on the energy coming off this thing.
A lot of stuff. Because this
Next one's mine.
God. That has to be the bridge, right?
I think I sprained my shoulder. Say what you like about my people. We built a phenomenal wall.
Here. Oh, there it is. It is. That's it. Oh. Oh. You.
I'll be damned. You first.
That. Looks. But we can.
This elevator wasn't working last time I came through here. Good to see it moving again.
Oh.
Just bootleg wine up.
I did under the wine and nobody... Envoy, we didn't realize you were in the area.
2 guards,
How you
wine,
doing, Maverick?
and a dead body. There's a story here.
Hope you're doing well, man. Back a left.
I'll have to stop you then. We're not letting anyone through.
Bon and I caught this man trying to load a crate onto the lift. Turned out he was smuggling animancy equipment.
So we've closed this lift down, as a precaution.
Back him?
Of course not. We asked what he was carrying. Then
Very
he
well.
drew a knife.
You done?
It clearly wasn't expecting us. The locals must turn a blind eye to these things.
In the meantime, sorry, you'll have to go back to the main road.
Foreign business.
Well, since you're the envoy...
But if you bring so much as an Audra stone with you, we'll find out.
Envoy?
Surely don't. Surely. But allow me to right-click ban things. Fortunate. Thank God for other message. Really? All right, let's go to.
Poor guy. Didn't even stand a chance.
What?
Looks like there's a note.
Oh. Okay.
Whatever's grown over that Audra doesn't look natural. Here it comes.
Am I?
Aye, aye.
And Rob!
Coming in hot.
Found secrets out, secrets out, secrets here. Oh my God.
Here it comes.
voices. Arms building a wall. The ruins sleep in the field now. The only proof they lived. How do we leave our mark upon the river of memory? Planting seeds. Your clarity of vision.
Just like the Stranglehold. Envoy, you gotta tell me you've seen it. The Envoy blacked out. Now the Audra has flowers on it. Does that about sum it up?
Envoy.
Help you?
Ironic. No. Paradis clearly understands your intent.
Following me.
Careful, he could be a messenger. Or this could get interesting.
After what you've done, you cannot imagine we would ignore you. My compatriots have observed your judgment. We have a message for you. We do not give second warnings. Consider this one carefully. We will remember, Envoy.
Here we go. This one's mine. And rock. Left leg.
Ow.
Take a moment, people.
Right behind you.
Remind me not to spook you.
Nickworth and Rock. Another win, but who's counting?
Dang.
And roll! Hey! Over here! Eon Seek!
Hmm.
Can't believe we're stationed out here, so far from the city. Piss off the captain or something?
Over here. And
Hail, friend. Always nice to see a fellow traveler out here.
Gyros.
Truly? Then we're heading the same way. Though Emerald Stair is not my ultimate goal. One of my ancestors.
It's gone.
Hold a moment. They tell me you're going to Emerald Stair. Business or pleasure?
I'll get into the green scourge.
Well, just remember to cover your mouth, sneeze into your elbow, and sleep with lavender under your pillow. Fair warning, Envoy. Before you showed up, Inquisitor Ludwine barged past me. She was looking none too pleased.
Oh, because...
That'd be my guess as well, though it could be anything. She seemed to have a lot on her mind. Anyway, I thought you should know Ludwine's on the prowl. Tread lightly.
So Ludwine's somewhere out there doing who knows what. Wonderful.
Hopefully, your handling of Egwolf brought us some grace with her.
You're cleared to pass, Envoy.
For a new area.
Can't say I'm sad to be leaving Paradise. I had no idea how tense things were with the Adirans moving in.
And Egwolf's death won't help matters.
You had to know that might happen. I mean, you've met Ludwig, right?
Regardless, the Steel Garrote will see this as an excuse to crack down. I get the feeling they've been looking for one.
Steel Garrote? I figured they're just more intense Adiran soldiers.
Order has.
Oh, I hear you. Unfortunately, if you're marching shoulder to shoulder, some of their stink is bound to rub off on you.
I don't like that Ludwig woman. She gives me the freakus.
Yeah, I've seen floggings gentler than the scolding she gave Hilgard. One's tacking when the other's jibing, if you catch my drift.
I guess. Hard to believe she's supposed to be working with.
And that's gonna mean trouble for everyone around them before long.
Then it's a good thing we're getting out of the city.
Yeah. Much as Liviana misses our company, I wouldn't count on your mysterious friend reviving you a second time.
Are you listening to that friend when you go all blank-eyed from time to time? Does your special friend talk to you? I mean, I had an imaginary friend when I was little, but they never brought me back from the dead.
He means that with all due professional respect, of course.
How do you know this friend doesn't mean us any harm?
Back to life and harm they could. After the classical death into talking Pope.
So they do mean us harm.
Funny. Keep joking when the envoy starts sprouting mushrooms and attacking everyone.
Easy, Marius. Whatever this is, I don't think they have the Dream Scourge.
Well, you can't fault me for being thorough.
We're headed to Fior Messi Verno to see if the Animancers know anything about the Dream Scourge, right? Maybe we'll learn something about your condition in the process.
Right. When it comes time to deal with Animancers, you two are on your own.
Most fun things are.
They could stand around and have scholarly debates about souls all they want. Gives me a great opportunity to take a nap.
I haven't been back in a while, but Fior is an interesting place. It was founded about 50 years ago by a disgraced Valian duke and a handful of Animancers who'd soured on politics in the republics.
Town full of nobles, scholars, and leeches, all surviving off the work of the farmers who grow food for the whole island.
Every quarter is useless.
Right. You know, present company excluded, and all that.
Don't take it personally. Marius only does this with people he likes.
I'd say something back at you, but I'm just not feeling it for some reason.
See what I mean? It turns out that academics are as ungovernable as the rest of us rabble.
They don't understand what they're messing with. They can't tame the wilds with machinery.
They've held it at bay until recently. Their ingenuity, or madness, or heresy, take your pick, has fed a lot of people in the living lands. But, rumor has it, some unnatural blight is destroying their crops.
Hopefully they've been...
We'll find out soon enough. And while we're in Emerald Stair, there's something I've been putting off. An old friend from my time in Thirdborn had a cabin out in the woods. Tama. He passed a while ago, but he left something for me that I never got around to picking up. But since we'll be in Emerald Stair anyway...
Go to the cabin.
You won't regret it. Emerald Stair's lovely this time of year. Even the Delimgon bloom.
No matter what I tell you, You keep picking flowers from things that want to kill you.
Hey, they love me. You just gotta ask nicely. Compliment their foliage.
Right. Maybe buy them a drink before they choke you to death with vines.
Journey I was hoping for.
Well, you came to the right place.
You and I have quite the adventure ahead of us, Envoy.
Get started.
That's the spirit. What about you, Marius? What's next?
I have, you know, things to do back in Paradise. It keeps me plenty busy.
Come to think of it, I haven't been to Emerald Stair in a while, and the Envoy's never been. Know any good guides we could hire?
None that could help the two of you. You need the best guide in the lands to keep you from getting yourselves killed.
Yeah. Who else is gonna show us which mushrooms we can eat, and which ones want to eat us?
Now that you mention it, you're gonna need my help if you're traveling through the lands with this Nimdut. I have 2 rules. No campfire songs, and no hugs. That last one's non-negotiable.
Oh.
I hear wiggle room on the singing.
If we're done being ridiculous, we should get some rest. We'll be in Emerald Stair tomorrow.
Good to have you with us, Marius.
Right. Go to bed before you violate the hugging rule.
Oh.
Envoy? Fior Messi Verno, huh? Guess if you're looking for an animancer, that's the place to go.
About there.
Take everything you know about forests and make it 100 times more aggressive. I've led a few people there from Paradise or Thirdborn, and I've almost lost someone on every trip.
Someone's slipping.
I said almost.
What for expertise?
Just glad I can help. Right, changing the subject. Pleasant dreams.
It's not. Oh, this.
Oh, would you be a dear and help with these spoilings, please?
Looks like she could use our help. Let's get in.
Don't get too comfortable. More on the way.
Come and get me!
Oh, fantastic. People. I was about to lose my wits.
Is your fur okay?
Mine's question. The dust of the Akita in her hair. She knocks. We would answer.
You wouldn't happen to have a ladder on hand, would you?
Are you one arbiters by chance?
Sansa? Absolutely not. Cute as a button, but he's so high-strung. I pursue my own academic interests. Interests that require the vase in the ruins. And a ladder. But perhaps we don't need one. You're tall, striking, and well-toned.
Yes.
Oh, of course. Why would a priceless artifact be important? Well, I'm not surprised you don't know of the Godless. But they were here in the Living Lands long before we were. Long before anyone else, as far as I can tell. Give or take a few thousand years. They lived on every corner of the lands. You must have passed a few of their ruins on the way here. The big ones, with spires that look more than a little phallic. A lot of their structures were embedded in the ground. They lived in harmony with the land. I mean, as much as you can live in harmony with a land actively trying to kill you. Maybe it was nicer back then. 30 years of research, and as far as I can tell, they just upped and disappeared one day. Fascinating, right? Well, what's important is that the vase is within my grasp, now that I've a tall, dark, and gorgeous stranger to help.
What are you suggesting?
There's a vase in this ruin that's too high for me to reach. Fetch it for me. I can pay you in skates if you do. The vase sits atop that tower beside us, in the ruins there. And once you've got it, look me up. Yahtzee, wizard extraordinaire, godless expert, and a Balrog in the bedroom.
Okay.
You do meet the most interesting people.
I can get you 1,000 faces that don't require going into some ancient ruins. But no one listens to me. Right behind you.
Uh-oh.
Right. Nice. Take worth and loss.
I mean, common stuff? Come on.
Darling, you are aware I can see you digging through my things, aren't you? Andra's titties, you found it! I tried using magic to get the vase down, but alas. Thankfully, you and your little friends came along and saved the day.
Excuse me. We're all bigger than you are, Nimdude.
I may be small, but my magic is not, I assure you. Oh, trust me, my love Quilichi has told me so many times, but I cannot resist. How could I ignore a vase like this? Think of all the secrets and memories it holds.
You mentioned Ellis.
Well, I'm not surprised you don't know of the Godless. But they were here in the Living Lands long before we were. Long before anyone else, as far as I can tell. Give or take a few thousand years. They lived on every corner of the lands. You must have passed a few of their ruins on the way here. The big ones, with spires that look more than a little phallic.
Gary told me.
A lot of their... I mean, there's 30... Just one, but that's a story. But, thank you for your help.
Well, that's something I hope never happens again.
I've got a few inches to spare if she changes her mind.
Okay. Okay, Kai. Okay. Go.
Keep quiet.
You'll see. Good work.
Stand back.
Nice job, everyone.
I've never seen Emerald stare like this. It's usually so nice.
Oh. Okay.
What? As if people weren't hungry enough.
And rock. Help. Let's see what you got. Be right with you. Not bad, Marius.
Hand in hand, they toil, and the earth gives in return. The smile of the harvest.
problem.
If you can't see it, I doubt. They just make me feel uncomfortable.
I'm glad to see revenants working in our fields. I see nothing wrong with it.
What if the body used to be your brother? Your grandfather? You, Adiran, you know what a revenant is, don't you? Your dead friends and family walking around rotting all over your cabbages?
Had to work the field.
Well, they're more efficient than we are. They don't need to sleep or eat, and it leaves us free to do other things.
Oh, well, fire is much more efficient at harvesting the fields. But we wouldn't want to eat whatever it leaves behind. Every monster we let wander the valley is one more threat to our children, not to mention to our crops.
Nothing. That is my point.
Oh, then you will not mind when the animancers put one in your home. Perhaps you can get one of the animancers to raise up your late wife so she can keep cooking your dinner. At least someone around.
You there! You look like you know where you're going.
Can you tell me the way to Fior's market?
Sure.
This isn't a market. It's a bunch of... Are you sure? Oh no. That's the gate they told me to look for. What happened here? Oh, so even if they had food, no one would want to eat it. Great. I came here to cut a deal that'd feed Thirdborn for a month. I was meant to set up a supply line. Huh. It's possible.
Came to bless the crops, you're too late.
What do you mean that's all you've got? Last week you said there'd be grain.
I know what I said. Godlike.
Hey, you! Go away! There's nothing here. Gods, what do I tell Sovia? What do I tell the children? It's not bad enough that their mother a little earlier and you'd have beaten the other bandits to my crops. But I guess that's on you, isn't it? Ah, finally! Someone who cares about something other than themselves. When they ran away, I saw them following the river north. They're probably hiding up there, waiting to steal from someone else. You come back with my crops, and I'll give you whatever I can. You can't put a price on survival.
I really don't think you can deny that everything wrong in Fior obviously comes from using animancy.
We don't use animancy on our farms in Donj. Our viewers start trying to kill us.
I don't know what you want from me. The other
Word of advice, give a wide berth to the government.
Well, I hope you have a stomach. Huh. A woman shouting profanity at leadership? Reminds me.
She came
Animancer's fire.
This isn't the governor's
I was hoping to learn some local curses.
Looking forward to seeing what it looks like.
That does not look good.
Ah, the Emperor's envoy. You're a welcome sight. Thank you again for your help with the militia in Paradis. If you're here to speak with Vidaro, I'm afraid you'll find the governor is quite beyond reason. These Valians and their love of animancy. While they theorize and do nothing, the sickness spreads. But worry not, envoy. The Steel Garrote will be ready to ensure the safety of Adiran interests when the time comes. We all have our part to play, envoy. Until later.
She's as subtle as a broadside.
Does subtle mean something different outside of Solace?
What else to get?
Oh, you startled me.
This old woman can get lost in prayer from time to time. You must be the Adiran envoy I've been hearing about. Apologies for any hardships you may have experienced getting here. The failing crops, the strange beasts, and even the dream scourge are all the result of our neglect of the dead. You recognize the scripture? How wonderful! Perhaps someday we can recite it together. I am asking the spirits to forgive us for our negligence and continue on their way without anger. The dead of Fjord expect certain rituals to be carried out. I have failed to perform those rituals, and now the spirits are angry. It is not wise to underestimate the wrath of spirits who believe they have been forgotten. Our recent dead require a final meal to ease their passage from life. Without it, they can't rejoin the cycle.
You've got people waiting in line for their next meal, and you want to waste food on the dead?
I got food from the grain merchant stores. I just need someone to leave it at the graves.
Flesh and bone. They bring the fruit to those who cannot eat. What tree calls for its branches to endure these rituals?
That could very well be true, but however it works, neglecting the ritual clearly has had dire effects for Fjord.
Heck. uh. Hi again.
Ah, you're welcome. If you're here to... These... Well, they... But worry not. We all have... Until late.
Does subtle mean something different outside of solace?
Genuine healing, please.
Oh, you must be the failing. You recognize... I am asking the dead. It is not our reason.
You've got...
I got...
Flesh. What tree?
That could... You must take these offerings of food and place them at 3 grave sites where the recently dead lay. The first offering goes to a cliffside grave on the southern coast. The second offering goes to a grave in the swamp, far to the west from here. The final offering should be taken to the truffle farm east of Fjord, where a family lost their lives to the encroaching wilds. That is the least I can thank you.
Rejuvenate and revitalize your personal essence.
Oh. Huh.
They are not evil, it is just in their nature to push back against the expansion of civilization. Still, survival of the fittest in all that, right?
Come on. My invention is guaranteed to enlarge your essence. Look at these drops. A moment of your time, my friend.
I'd like.
Wrong.
Your soul is an ancient, wondrous thing, suffused with a lifetime. But it's
done.
Nothing. I've already. The moment you went. So tell me, how do you feel?
And I guess.
Of course you do. That's what. Do remember.
Hope you don't start seeing other people's past lives or anything.
I had one job. One job. Look out for her, Fidelio. How hard could that have been?
You?
If I could help myself, do you think I'd be in here? I don't mean that. I have a lot on my plate. My two youngest rangers were supposed to report back from their rounds. I assumed they'd turn up. But it's been 3 days now. They're still not here. 3 times this month. They're going to be the death of me. They're besotted. I can't get them to think about anything else. Belena and Adelaro were my most promising recruits. Now, all they do is sneak off to, I wouldn't have put it that way, but all right.
Well, there's worse places to make the four-legged beast. I promise you that.
New recruits running off with each other? Oh man, this brings me back.
Anyway, I never thought I had any cause for concern. They always found their way back eventually, but they haven't this time. They're out there, all alone, and they could be in danger, and the last time I saw them, if you go that way.
2 young Nemdutin wandering out by a river. Consider them found.
Maybe we don't look too soon. Give them a while. Know what I mean?
How can you ignore what's right in front of you? The Dream Scourge is here, in the soil, and it's killing us. Oh my goodness. Are you a godlike?
Alright, my interruption. I'm also looking for Green Scourge.
In that case, you're right on time.
Maybe you can talk some sense into our governor. Put the fear of the gods in him.
Tempers are high, but I don't see any assassins. Yet.
Excuse me, but unless you have official business, I thank you not to involve yourself in our private discussion.
Silence. Don't know when.
Ah, of course. The Adiran envoy. Ambassador Hilgard sent a missive telling me to expect you. How delightful. You speak with a measure of authority, but I caution you to remember who's in charge around here.
Now that's what I call a first impression. As you can see, I was just proving a point to our esteemed governor.
A cart full of spoiled vegetables. You call that a point?
Ha! Emerald Stair used to be a lush garden for miles around, and now I don't even recognize it.
Well, probably because
Thirst can
your
be invasive species.
half your
Roots and
staff is
mycelium
walking
growing
corpses.
overnight, as though
I don't
nature
think
itself
it.
had gone mad. The Dream Scourge has twisted our lands, our wildlife, and now our farms.
Here, perhaps.
Indeed. We were fighting the Dream Scourge before it even had a name. I believe that we can restore the land, bring back its soul and its sanity, cut off the Dream Scourge at the root. Our governor would rather ignore the problem. He doesn't trust animancy as his father did.
Ew.
Before we can deal with the Dream Scourge, we first need to understand it. Unfortunately, new experiments have to go through him.
Must be nice that all the arguing isn't about you, for once.
I'm just trying to stop Chiata from hurting herself. Animancy is dangerous when you're shooting in the dark.
Take off her hand.
I see you're unfamiliar with animancy. You don't appreciate just how dangerous that could be. Are you going to tell them about your family's basement? Or should I?
How dare you use that against me?
I know it was an accident, but look what it cost you. We can't let it happen again.
While we argue among ourselves, the Dream Scourge is tearing the living lands apart. Tearing our people apart. Really? Unexpected from an Adiran. But how could I refuse an offer like that? Well, Governor, looks like I'm taking some time away from my duties. I'll trouble you no more.
Your request is denied, Chiata.
I wasn't asking.
Your responsibilities are to the settlement. Turning away from them sets a precedent that I cannot allow.
Everything I have proposed has been for Fior, and you still refuse to cooperate. Under the circumstances, I don't have much of a choice.
Then neither do I. Chiata Castel, from this day forth, you are banished from Fior Mesiverno.
Banished?
What?
Ignacy, we can't lose our brightest animancer in the middle of a crisis.
Your pupil has gone too far, Quilici. Take her and leave. You're still a guest in my town, but to us, Chiata is an outcast.
Governor, this is unacceptable. Your father would have kept this community together at any cost.
Don't bother, old man. He isn't his father. I've done all I can for Fior Mesiverno. But you haven't even tried. Now limp back to your giant house like a good dog. We should talk somewhere private. Meet me at my house due west, by the workshop.
Another mouth to feed. Maybe we'll need to let Kai hunt more after all.
That did not go as I had planned.
What did you think would happen when you confronted him so?
Well, my first idea was to mess up his house. Maybe break a window or two.
Perhaps I should thank you for showing restraint.
I'm sorry you had to see that. What an asshole.
Giata, some manners, if you please.
Why start now?
We're on the verge of extinction, but our governor is too busy protecting his fragile ego.
Problem set.
What does he know? He isn't even an animancer.
You did challenge his authority.
I know, but... curses. Without Fior Mesiverno, I'm hardly even an animancer. My tools, the workshop, all gone. So am I. At least now I'm free to study whatever I want. On my terms. The Dream Scourge has been a thorn in my side for too long.
In a way, I do. I have plans for this island, and they don't involve the Dream Scourge. But that's a story for another day.
Your parents would be proud to see such tenacity.
Anyway, listen to us babble. Let's talk about you. I never expected to see an Adiran envoy here. You've got a lot of guts showing your face in a town full of animancers.
Won't be the first time I sacrificed my...
We haven't even gotten started and we're already talking about ethics. I can tell I'm going to like you. Our first order of business is the Dream Scourge, but I'm also curious about you. There aren't many godlike left these days. Wouldn't that be a coincidence? I only bring it up because Animancy might offer us some insight into your nature. Keep an open mind. While I pack up my belongings, you can help me by... I don't even know. I just realized this is the end. I have to leave your Messiverno. Forever.
Some people don't find out who they really are until they leave home.
You'll be all right. My advice, find a good tavern and learn how to prepare a squirrel over an open flame.
Maybe if I focus on what I have gained, I can learn to accept everything I've lost. When it comes to the Dream Scourge, we haven't been allowed to acknowledge the problem, much less act on a solution. Today, that changes. I need help from the animancers around town, but as you can see, I'm an outcast. I hope so, because we're running out of options. Manto Pastor is in the workshop due west. He's got an invention that can help us. Elia Rossell is an authority on the undead. Her methods are controversial, but useful. She lives in a cottage southeast of town. And then there's Yvette and Remy, our philosophers. You'll find them at the docks, southeast of Fjord. Each of them owes me a favor. Drop my name, and they'll tell you what they know about the Dream Scourge. We're about to make history. But first, research.
Guessing she's not much of a hunter. Might want to get extra rations next time we go shopping.
Godlike, Imperial Envoy, Research Assistant. Who knew?
Careful, or we'll get thrown out of the pub. We're already thrown out. Really? Huh. And when did that happen? Can't say as I remember. You, my friend, need some water.
Ado, welcome to my fine establishment, Aimich.
Confounded machine. Oh, I heard there was a new arrival, but I didn't expect a godlike. Welcome to our modest workshop.
Giada, our investigate.
Giada. What a loss. I owe that young woman more than I could ever repay. Unfortunately, I cannot do a lick of research while my equipment is underpowered and overworked.
I can help you fix it.
Ha! Enough. What I need is a stronger...
Copper Adra.
Copper allows greater power modulation through shaping, but Adra has the potential to store more essence. I could use a large single block of Adra, but harvesting it is difficult in this environment. Oh, wait. One of our rangers reported that an Adragon recently died in a western grove.
That help.
An Adragon's heart can hold an immense amount of essence. The grove is to the west across the chasm. You can't miss it. The rangers say a Delamgon queen holds court there. You may be able to retrieve it without violence, but most Delamgon in these parts are hostile to Keith. So you can understand why none of us went rushing over there to find it when we heard the Adragon had died. Still, Delumgan queens can be reasoned with, so if you want to get the heart peacefully, try not to kill her guards.
See what I can do.
Do be careful. Emerald Stair is not itself these days.
If you can convince her to hand it over, I'll be more than impressed.
Ado, welcome.
That's right up the corner.
Oh, it's you.
Oh.
Leave me alone, all right? I'm not looking for trouble. Remember Rigwolf, the one who put an arrow in your heart?
Very.
There aren't. That's why I came here. To get away from them. That damn fool Rigwolf with his head full of visions. When he wanted to resort to violence, I knew I had to leave. You did right. If a leader won't listen to reason, they can't be helped. I couldn't be part of that anymore.
Be safe here. Alright, sir.
I'll be all right. I don't think I'm worth the trouble for them to catch. I'll take it one day at a time. At least for now. Good luck out there.
Closer to seriously.
Boy, over here. Good. You finally showed up. I was worried you weren't coming. The name's Keeledge. Pleasure to meet you.
Wait, too.
Hilgard sent me to Emerald Stair to keep an eye on this place. I had orders to make contact as soon as you arrived. I won't talk long. He only wants me to let you know I'm here. If you need to get word to the ambassador, I'm your man. Depends on the day. Hilgard told me to blend in, observe, and contact you. Now, I think I'm just supposed to wait and report back in a few days. I'm worried about drawing attention from Ludwine's crew in the meantime. I think they're up to something. I suppose, but this seems worse than normal. I think the scale of their operation is dangerous. All right. I suppose I can do that. Exactly how far do you want me to go with this? Understood. Until later, envoy.
Take your best shot. To your left. just getting warmed up.
Let me at least make sure I get the.
Quiet, Nimdut.
Show me what you got. Let's see. To your left. On your right. Well done. Seek. Hey! Over here! Been wrong. Everybody all right?
Gone. Adelaro's gone. He's a dream. We're all dreams now. Sweet peonies, violets, and sardines. Hello. Are you a fish too?
Something's not right with her. The Dream Scourge. Is this how it starts? She's probably the ranger Fidelio told us to look out for. Poor kid.
Our soul chokes. The snake is coiled around us, around Adelaro's throat. Adelaro's face burst into violet when the dreams came. Red violets. He joined the others.
She's talking about another dream thrall. We better find him before he finds us.
She watched that happen to him. God.
A lamb taken from the flock. How do we soothe her?
Your friends speak true. They know us. Help us. The gods. Snakes. Soon the rest of... But tell us of Adelaro first. Where is he?
If nothing else, you'll spare from having to see it.
Find him. Give the lieutenant our badges. He swims in the bone and boar. He calls himself Fidelio. He will understand our song. But Adelaro stopped.
You there?
More of this stuff. Has anyone figured out how to get rid of it? Mind me not to speak to you.
Look out there! We see you!
Perch the fight!
Coming from your right.
Oh, okay, I can see.
And roll!
A lot more open.
Maybe they somehow wrap themselves. I've never seen anything like this.
Neither have I. Never seen a tree grow so quickly as to trap someone inside. This sort of thing seems to be happening more and more lately.
This sort of thing. As if this sort of thing happens all the time. You seem capable enough, stranger. But the forests are not safe. As if this weren't enough proof of that.
Safe out there.
Stay out.
Good luck out.
There. That's Tama's old house. Wonder what he wanted me to... Place feels... different without him. He left something behind for me. Help me look around. So much here reminds me of Tama. It's strange to be back without him. I still can't imagine what he wanted me to find. Say, what's that you're holding? Yeah, it is. Damn you, Tama. Damn you.
Oh, okay.
I carved this for him years ago. I had no idea he'd kept it, let alone. And he tells me like this, when he's long gone, leaving me with nothing but a piece of driftwood I gave him years ago. Well, I'm struggling to see what those might be. And we knew each other for years. We were close. I trusted him with things in my past. Things I don't talk about. If he really did, he would have told me. I was a mess when we met. I'd been through the battles in Deadfire and a handful of mercenary campaigns since. I was a chewed-up piece of flotsam drifting to the living lands. Oh, I don't blame him. Tom always saw right through me. He knew what I was. A coward who failed him. I let him down. He was always there when I needed him. But when he needed me, I can't ask him now, can I? I'm sorry. I don't mean to take this out on you. You wouldn't say that if you knew. Never mind. I haven't talked about this in a while, so thanks for listening. It means a lot. Especially since you seem to have your head on straight. Let's keep moving. A little fresh air will clear my head.
Alright, another adventure. Okay.